Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely more comfortable here transferring, especially I didn't get a spring ball. I didn't get a winter conditioning with these guys fourth quarter, so I didn't get to do any of that with them. Just time, building relationships. That's what I'd say the main thing is. That's different.
Who's been, kind of standing out to you on the offensive line from a newcomer's perspective? Guy, freshman transfers.
Yeah.
Somebody that's really really helped.
Sure. I think Dude's done a great job coming in, learning. He's been in the film room all the time. He's a good player. Freshman-wise, I mean, they're all freshmen. They got a long way to go. But I really like the mindset of those guys. They're really hungry to learn, and I appreciate the work they're putting in.
How difficult is it to cross train? You're doing a little bit of center, a little bit of guard at the same time.
I don't find it too hard, just because I've done it since I was a freshman. That was one of the first things Cap had me do when I first got to Michigan State. So, I mean, I've been doing it for a while. I've been snapping most days since then, so I don't have an issue going left or right or center.
Was that the number one reason to come here? It was Cap, and what's your relationship like with him?
Yeah, when I hit the portal and Cap reached out, I was fired up, obviously, to play for my guy again, because I love Coach Cap. And also come to a place like this, tremendous honor to be lucky enough to have that privilege to wear this script day and represent what this place is about. So, yeah, those are the two main things for me coming here.
What makes Cap such a good coach to play for, I guess?
I think the way he coaches, he's easy to understand what he's trying to tell you. He'll make it pretty clear sometimes. But also I think it's just who he is as a guy. He's a great guy. I just call him sometimes, not talk about football, just kind of BSing some, and he's just a good dude.
He's a big juice guy, too.
Oh, yeah, he's got some energy.
Obviously, Booker was kind of the big juice guy last year, so how do you fill that void now?
Sorry. I think it's just a collective effort. I think we've been doing a good job. It could be better from all of us, having new voices emerge in the leadership realm of our group. But, I mean, J-Rob always just hits the smelling salts and gives a pretty good scream that gets everybody going.
Okay.
What's this group like this year? I mean, you guys played together, last year. Book leaves, but it seems like you guys have a pretty solid group this year as far as knowing what each other likes to do and what each other can do.
No doubt. I think we have a lot of potential as a group. It's just up to us to put the work in now and really grind, refine, and compete with not each other but the defense, and just be the best we can be every day and just have a growth mindset.
What have you seen out of Cam?
He's a big dude, powerful guy, good hands. And he's a good. I just like being around him. He's a good dude. Good addition to the room.
Does he bring kind of a veteran energy? I know there's a lot of new guys or inexperienced guys. Does he bring a level of veteran energy?
For sure. He's a guy with a ton of SEC experience. He's an older guy, one of the older guys in the room. We're not the oldest room in the country. We were pretty young last year, but we're older now. But he's just another fourth, fifth year guy like we have. We had one guy on the offensive line last year that was. I don't think we had a fifth year actually. So now we have a few fourth years, a couple. It's me and J-Rob, Graham Roten at the fifth year. So, I mean, it's a good veteran addition for sure.
There are a few of the young guys that have kind of taken a step up this spring.
Yeah, Will Sanders has made some really good improvements, I'd say. I think Mal Waldrop's doing some good stuff in the pass pro world for sure. He's probably going to be an interior guy, but he's playing left tackle right now. I probably couldn't do that. So he's looking good.
Sorry, you're a Jersey guy.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Last year, Keon Savage.
No doubt.
What is Jersey football all about? I know the SEC is not usually associated with Jersey, but what's it all about?
In the teeth, smash mouth football of North Jersey. Just gritty guys trying to play some tough-nosed football.
And that translates to the SEC in your mind?
I think it translates to any football conference you're going to be in. I mean, physicality's always got to be a part of the game. So, I mean, that's big. Preached at my school at least, and I know it's preached in the same league or the same schools in my league.
Speaking of Jersey, I mean, the basketball team's up there. Just first of all, do you have a lunch recommendation or dinner recommendation for you? And then also just indulge me here. If you had to build a starting five of the football players for basketball, who would it be?
I have no idea. I have no idea who even played basketball. Lunch recommendations, I don't know too much, like Newark. That's where they're playing, I think. So, honestly, I don't really know many places in Newark. I can get back to you on that if you want to DM me or something. I can ask some people. But starting five, I'm just going to go all O-linemen. Give me KP, Wilk, Olas. I don't think do they have basketball in Finland?
I don't know.
I'm get all the rebounds.
I'm going to go Billy Roby. He'll be my distributor, my point guard, field floor general. What do I need, one more? Throw Ty Simpson in there.
On the defensive line, obviously there's some veterans returning, but any guys that you've seen from last year to this year that have really kind of stepped up?
Yeah, absolutely. Beeman and Edric, they look a lot different. They're playing a lot different, faster, more physical, just better D linemen than they were previously, and they're giving us some trouble. They're good players.
What was last year like for you, kind of understanding your role of there would be games where you come in second quarter, third, like how
Sure.
did you kind of mentally prepare for each game and when you might or might not come in?
Sure, I was just ready for whenever my number was called to do whatever I could to help my team win a football game. I wasn't worried about how many reps I'm getting here, like how am I being, viewed or whatever. I was just trying to do what I can to help this team win football games and be a great offensive line. So that's just how I mentally prepared. I was like, look, I don't know exactly when or how many reps I'm going to get, but if I do, I'm just going to go and play my best for my team.
Did you get to play with Peyton Thorne?
Yes, sir.
How does he compare to Ty Simpson?
I mean, they're different dudes. I didn't really play. I only started 2 games with Peyton at quarterback there. But, I mean, honestly, they're just both good dudes. Love both the guys, even though Peyton was at Auburn. But they give him some stuff for that for sure. But, I mean, I don't know how I can really compare them. I think they're both great leaders and good quarterbacks for sure.
About how much practice time do you spend working on backing up Parker at center instead of guard?
Sometimes I'll just do full days at center. Sometimes I'm always snapping every day during CQ. Maybe if I'm mostly at guard, Cap will just say, hey, go in at center right here with this group or whatever. So, I mean, it's pretty split. Last season I would alternate every day.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's just been pretty much the same thing, almost.
Is it different?
A lot. I play a lot of center, man.
Is it different having 3 possible quarterbacks? Do you have to kind of balance like getting reps with each of them in terms of getting that chemistry as a center?
Yeah, no doubt. That's something you definitely have to spend time on. Just getting mostly the biggest thing is with the under center snaps is that what we've had to spend the most time doing in terms of there being a difference between the 3 quarterbacks.
What stands out about Keelan so far?
I think he throws a really pretty football. He's going about it the right way. He's a young guy with confidence, yes, but not arrogance. And I think he's doing some really good things.
You mentioned Ty a little bit. Like what has stood out about him, like this spring?
Sure. I mean, I think all three guys are doing great right now. Sorry, my Invisalign is so dry right now. I think all 3 guys are doing a great job right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for Ty, I just think it's his veteran aspect that he's kind of like, he's relaxed out there. And so is Mac, too. You can just tell it's not really getting to him in terms of, like, getting all nervous or anything. And I like all 3 guys, man. They're all really good people, and I look forward to just being with them and playing football.
Yeah, is there a difference where, obviously Jalen Milroe, much more of a runner than any of these guys, like in terms of an offensive line approach, whether it's more integration of play action passes and more, like, is there a difference in terms of your approach as an offensive lineman with depending on who's behind center?
For me personally, no. I'm just trying to block the 330-pound guy that's trying to run through my face.
Yeah.
and hope he's good. But, I mean, that's kind of like a coach. I'd say you probably ask a coach that question.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough football, studied enough to, like, really give you a good answer if I was running things.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Is there a certain area that you want to improve on going into this next season?
Yeah, definitely. I want to be better with my lateral movement and then just refitting hands and pass pro. I just want to be an all-around better player, but those 2 things specifically.
Do you wear gloves in games? I forget.
I did, and then the Western Kentucky game, it was like the 2nd or 3rd snap. Parker's helmet comes off, and I had a glove on, and the only thing I could think of was, I don't snap with a glove. I don't snap with a glove. I don't snap with a glove. And I was like taped over my hand. I was like, please don't say all this. That's the only thing going through my head.
You got the old school up. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah,
Tape